What's good, YouTube? Free My Productions here. Hey, man, right now, I want to talk about this subject called Black Nerds. Now, we finna check out a video from Antonio Speaks. If y'all know who that is, man, check him out, man. Antonio Speaks, he drops great videos, great content, man. And I'm subscribed to him already. So I think you guys should definitely check it out. But he has a video called Black Nerds. Now we're gonna check out what Antonio has to say about it, and then I'm gonna give some of my viewpoints of what I think what a black nerd is, and how people try to have this myth about black nerds within the black community, which is not true. But let's see what Antonio got to say about it, and yeah, we'll go from there. Here we go.
aka blurs, is the topic of today's video. Now me, I consider myself a nerd, but some may not. So for example, I love video games. I've been playing them since the age of 7. I've always loved sci-fi films, consumed about every DC and Marvel comic. On the flip side, I'm not into anime. But growing up, I was very into films like Teen Titans, Samurai Jack, Avatar The Last Airbender. So I guess to some, it would be debatable. So within the black community, especially growing up in the hood, being a nerd or just even consuming the culture will make you stand out. It goes against what's stereotypical for black people. This is a flaw within the black community that I do not like. I say this all the time, but as black people, we are not a monolith. And we got to start respecting that within the community. I will say this though, I feel like in 2025, being a nerd is kind of cool. Let's say versus the 2010s or the...
Okay, this is where I totally disagree with Antonio. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm a '90s kid. I grew up in the '90s, right? Uh, I think every black person, quote unquote, comes from the hood, right? Uh, no fault of their own, because societal situations, black in America, it is what it is. But at the same time, I grew up around hood dudes all my life. I grew up around hood dudes. I went to all black schools growing up. You know what I'm saying? And some of the worst neighborhoods, and I've been around some of the most street dudes you could ever meet. And I tell you this, man, this whole thing about black nerds is not accepted in society. They just want dudes smoking weed and rapping. You can do both. I don't understand why people think you can't chew gum and walk at the same time. I have seen both. Dude, I have hung out with some of the most hardcore gangster dudes, be at their house smoking weed with them, watching Dragon Ball Z. I kid you not. Swear to God. Dude, I got into Dragon Ball Z back in the 90s, hanging out with some hood dudes. Chilling and hanging out with some hood dudes. Watching Dragon Ball Z. I'm like, what the hell is this? They was like, man, you know what Dragon Ball Z is, man? This shit go hard, man. You better watch this. Watch it with some hood niggas. Like, hell yeah. And them niggas go out in the street, they do dirt, selling work. But them niggas come home, they just regular people. They know how to walk and chew gum. You could like stuff, man. What are you talking about? This whole thing, the thing is, this is where they get the two mixed up. They don't go to school dressed up in cosplay or some shit like that. But they watch anime. They watch the anime, they watch Star Trek, Star Wars. You think these dudes want watching Batman? Or watching wrestling, WWF, WWE? Man, dude, you hang out with hood niggas and really hang out with them, and you just chilling. Man, you can talk about anything with them. You talk about Superman movies. Oh, man, what's your favorite Superman, your Batman movie? They'll chop it up with you. Nigga, they'll sit there, they'll tell you about Star Trek episodes they like. Oh, man, Captain Kirk, Patrick, they'll tell you about all this stuff, man. That's why I don't agree with this whole thing about, oh man, we get ostracized because I like what's quote unquote not black. There's no such thing. And like he said, black is not a monolith, man. But you can still do both. You could be a hood nigga and still choose to play video games. When did video games become a nerd thing? Nigga, everybody had a PlayStation growing up. Everybody had Nintendo 64. I know we used to skip school and play Mario Kart with some of the most hood niggas in the world. Love Mario Kart. We in there playing Mortal Kombat. We're playing 007. Perfect Dark. We playing all these games on Nintendo 64. I think some people just want to be special. I done met certain people be like, oh man, I met certain black people be like, oh, I hang out with white people because the things I like, black people don't like. I'm like, well okay, what is it that you like that black people don't like? And then they start naming everything black people like. Oh, well, I listen to rock and roll. Okay, I like rock. What are you talking about? Black people like rock. We invented rock and roll. What are you talking about? Oh, well, do you like Linkin Park? Yeah, I like Linkin Park. What the hell are you talking about? You know, it'd be weird stuff like that. Well, I like cartoons. Do you like cartoons? Yeah, that's the laboratory. Courage the Cowardly Dog. What are we talking about here? Yeah, you need to watch Cartoon Network. What are you talking about? Throw some Scooby Doo up in there. You can throw some Johnny Bravo. What are we talking about here? Yeah, niggas watch that. Watch that shit. What are we talking about? Oh well, I like anime. Okay, yeah. What? Dragon Ball? You want to throw some Naruto, Bleach, Hunter x Hunter? What are we talking about here? One Piece? Berserk? And that's the thing, man. This whole you trying to be different and you want to exclude yourself from the rest of black people. Well, I'm different. Stop it. You can do both. Hood niggas are still regular people. The thing is, most of the times they just in the streets and they ain't got time to sit there and talk about Dragon Ball Z or talk about Street Fighter. They in the streets doing street stuff. But if you a square dude and you just working a 9 to 5, you come home from school and you know what I'm saying, you chilling, yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, you have time to sit with other people who's square, who's not in the streets. And I don't think people should be in the streets. And you can sit there and talk about what you like. And, you know, you can talk about Star Trek and Star Wars and all this other stuff. That's perfectly fine. If you want to go to a convention, do it.
The 90s. It is most definitely more acceptable now.
I want to talk about how all of a sudden
Hold on, what
being
he
a
said?
nerd is in and we're
Kind of cool. Let's say versus the 2010s or the 90s. It is most
No. Tonio, bruh, I mess with you, bruh, but no. Totally wrong. Totally wrong. 90s was cool, man. I'm a 90s kid. Dude, I know what it's like to go to all black school, hang around hood niggas. Niggas watch Dragon Ball Z. Niggas play in video games. What is he talking about? Niggas play 64. Niggas watch Dragon Ball Z. Niggas watch Batman movies, bruh. Niggas watch Batman movies in the 90s. We watch Batman movies. Niggas watch Blade. I remember when Blade came out. Hood niggas love Blade. What? I remember all this stuff, man. Come on, bruh.
most definitely more acceptable now.
I want to talk about how all of a sudden being a nerd is in and we're erasing all of like that awful childhood stuff that happens to so many of us. Because now it's, oh, we weren't bullying y'all because y'all were into anime. We were bullying y'all because y'all stank. Or y'all were always doing something weird. A few. A lot of y'all were bullying us just for being into different things. I went to many schools with other smart black kids. I love to read.
Please don't do this whole black people hate smart people thing, man. This stereotype that they keep trying to push on black people. No one was bullying you because you were smart. I went to all black schools my entire life. I have never, ever seen somebody be like, oh man, look at this person. They make A's and bully them. Never a thing. Never a thing. Matter of fact, the smart kids in school, niggas just give them shots out like, shit, what's up, man? Hey, man, you making them A's, shit, man. You need to help me with my homework. That's how real niggas talk to people. That's what I seen. They ain't go picking on them just because you smart. Stop trying to tell that lie, try to make it seem like that somehow you stood out among black people because you're smart. By saying that, you're trying to say that we celebrate ignorance. We don't. This stupid racist myth they keep trying to put on black people. Don't put that on black people. Don't tell that lie. And just because you're a nerd doesn't make you smart. Okay? Just because, and whatever they think a nerd is, because I'm confused what a nerd is now. Is a nerd because you're smart, or is a nerd because you like cartoons and play video games? Which one is it? What makes you a nerd? Because as far as I know, this is just what regular people doing like. There's smart gangsters out there. There's hood niggas that make A's and that loves to read. I mean, if you a hood dude, you have to be smart. You have to know math, especially if you out there selling. You're gonna have to know math. You're gonna know how to weigh. You're gonna have to count quick on your hands. You got to be quick on your feet and be quick with your mind. You can't be counting on your hands. This is a fast game. So what I'm saying is the most successful street dudes are the smartest ones. Stereotypes.
read. And I got the pants bullied off of me for liking to read in a smart school. I had my black card revoked so often, I'm pretty sure I'm still in black folk debt. Because
Here we go. Once again, where are you from? Where are you from? See, Black American culture, we roast each other. That's the thing we do in Black American culture. I don't know if these people Black American or not. They might be immigrants. But in Black American culture, it's a thing called roasting. Everybody get roasted. You're not getting roasted because, oh, I'm smart and they hate me because I'm smart. You probably just dress funny. Kids are mean. Kids are mean. You're going to get roasted for whatever you do. People are going to find your insecurities and they're going to poke at it because that's what kids do. I hate to break it to you. Everybody got roasted. I got roasted. But the thing is, I had enough confidence in myself to roast back. And when you roast back, people leave you alone. When people try to bully you, just roast back because that's a part of American culture. Because we roast each other at home. I get around my cousins, they'll roast you for your shoes, they'll roast you for your teeth, they'll roast you for your hair, they'll roast you for your clothes. They will roast you. They will roast you. I got called all type of names. I'm not that tall. I used to get roasted on my height. I get roasted for, oh, you got big lips, you got big nose. I used to get roasted all the time. And guess what? I'm confident in myself that I can roast back. And that's what I did. I roast back. And when I roast back, they get it. Anybody can get it. And then guess what? People will leave you alone. As long as you know how to roast back, and it becomes a competition. It becomes fun. You see your homeboys, look at this ugly ass dude, big head dude. You know what I'm saying? That's American culture. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people who come from other countries and other cultures, they get around Black Americans, and we start roasting you, especially when you stand out. Because a lot of immigrants come to school, and they dress in suits and church shoes and stuff like that. They dress different than what the culture is, and you stand out. And you stand out in the culture where roasting is a part of the culture, especially as children, you're going to get it. And then, especially if you don't know how to roast back and you ball up in a corner somewhere and people realize that's your insecurities picking at you, they're going to just pick at it. Once they figure that something gets to you, it's never going to stop. It's never going to stop.
it's like, I don't think I have one. White girl, whitest black girl I know, Oreo, wanna be white, all of it, all the time.
And I'll tell you, like, see, these new age black geeks, they would never understand how it was to be a black geek back in the 2000s and 2010s. Now, that was the trenches. Like, I consider myself...
Another stereotype I don't like. Stop equating being smart to acting white. That's something a lot of coons say. A lot of coons and a lot of people who sit there and try to denigrate the black community by saying that being smart is somehow is equate to being white to black people. That's not what it is at all. If you come around, when black people say you acting white, it's not because you smart or you sound smart. It's because you sound like a stereotype surfer person from these movies. If you come around talking like a Becky, like, oh my God, that's what they say. Oh, you acting white. You acting like those stereotype white people, like the white girls from the Wayans Brothers movies. That's when they start telling you talking like white. They're not saying that because you sound intelligent. What the hell are you talking about? Every black person could talk normal. You have your hood vernacular, and you have your regular vernacular when you're talking around your parents. No one talks hood around their parents. I get around my mom, my dad will slap me. I'm like, what's up, nigga? Doing all that. Man, what? I get my head knocked off. You get around my parents, you talk with sense. You get around adults, you talk with sense. I'm from the South. You talk your hood vernacular around your friends. You don't do that around family. You don't do that around adults. You don't do that when you're trying to get a job. We can talk with sense. We ain't got to, oh, what up, nigga? Yo, thug and all this. Nah. Excuse me, how you doing today, man? You talk with sense. You could chew gum and walk at the same time. Why is it that it's either black or white with these people, man? There's no gray. It's life. Life is always about the in between the grays.
Myself a black geek activist because, bro, back in the day, bro, I had to defend my hobby. Like, y'all don't understand. The insults were crazy. Like, we would be talking about, like, normal, like, crap in front of everybody, and then, like, we would go home on our computer and be having discussions about anime with people online. Like, people don't understand. Back then, most of our anime discussions or geek discussions were, like, were on the internet. They were not in real life. Because if you even spoke about anime, like you were about to get ostracized real quick.
Now, for me, y'all, I did not have these problems. And that's why I kind of think to myself, was I really a nerd or am I really a nerd? But looking back, I was most definitely a nerd, bruh. This was me in the 10th grade. I mean, I had a 4.0 GPA, was in pretty much all AP classes, dog. I was textbook nerd. The thing about it is, as a black nerd, you really just gotta find your group of people. And even just being a nerd in general, I hate this talking point because even nerds in the white community are done the same way. Like,
I got bullied for liking anime, and then I got bullied for wearing anime and an Avatar t-shirt, and like that I liked Pokemon, and that I carried a DS, and I was in bands. Like and I had braces, and I had glasses. There was just so many reasons, and I had short hair. There was just so many reasons to get bullied that like getting into Kingdom Hearts was another reason I didn't want to get bullied.
Don't worry, we're gonna make it. We've been looking for clues to find Clay.
oh, I'm sorry, the clue board? You mean my clue board?
So all those nerds in high school, like the weird theater kids and the anime people.
Hi, weird theater kid, captain of the speech and debate team, anime fan.
Kids are mean, and kids going to pick at your insecurities, whatever you think you're insecure about. And kids will find anything to talk shit about you. And that's just what it is. And that's part of the culture, man, especially Black American culture. You're going to get roasted. And all you got to do is like Antonio said, man, just find your clique, man. And that goes for anybody. It don't go for just quote unquote black nerd, whatever that is now, because I still don't know what the definition of black nerd is. Is it because you make straight A's? Is it because you like cartoons and anime, or what? You read comic books? I don't know what it is, because I know black people do all of that. I was a kid. I had Batman comics. I had Spider-Man comics. So what? No one cared. I used to get around my cousins. They were like, cool. We was all into it. Everybody was into it. Shit, I just go to school. We talk about wrestling. Nigga, we talk about NWO. Goddamn Goldberg and all this crazy stuff, like. And I sit there and talk about street shit because I was into that too. I sit there and talk about, oh man, the new Cash Money album, No Limit album, you know what I'm saying? The T.I., the new, you know what I'm saying? The new Outkast album. We just sit there and talk about that too. And I could switch it up and be like, hey, y'all check that Dragon Ball Z anime out? A new episode out? That shit was fire. I could switch it up. I could do both. All right, man. I ain't gonna drag this out, man. Shout out to Antonio, man. Another great video. I ain't finna watch all of it. I just wanted to see what he had to say about it a little bit, and I just want to, give my talking points on it. But yeah, man. You guys, you let me know what you think a black nerd is, because I'm confused. Because you could chew gum and walk at the same time. You could do both. Because I know most people are just regular people, man. All these hood dudes, whatever you see in videos, they go home, they're watching cartoons, they eating cereal. These dudes are probably watching Star Trek or Star Wars or a Batman movie or something. I mean, if that's nerd shit, I don't know what it is. Because and I knew that you got made fun of in school for being dumb, not smart. When niggas could barely read in the classroom, the teacher asked you to read, you could barely read, you got roasted. You never got roasted for being smart in class. When you get called up to the board to do a math problem and you have no idea what you're doing, you got roasted. You didn't get roasted because you know the math problem on the board in front of everyone. All right, man. That's just me, though. This is coming straight from a 90s kid. I don't like how people were throwing the 90s under the bus by saying it was a bad time to like anime or play video games. Are you insane? Are you insane? Anyway, man, shout out to Antonio, man. Shout out to all you guys, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Freedom Ride Productions, man. I might come back to this video because I seen somebody else posted up another little black nerd video, and I might react to it. I don't know, and I don't know. Yeah, I might react to it, and I might get some more. I might do my own video, do some more talking points about it, and break it down into details. You guys let me know if you want that or not. But yeah, man, just subscribe to the channel, man. Freedom Ride Productions, man. YouTube, man. They like to shadow ban your boy for whatever reason. So be on the lookout for my videos. I try to drop a video at least once or twice every day, if I can. And yeah, man. Thank you guys for watching, man. Can't do this without you, man. And like always, until next time, peace.